up, people? So we're back with another video. I hope you all had a good weekend and are staying safe, ready for this new week. Now, this one that I'm bringing to you all today is quite an interesting one, as it's all to do with IPP prisoners inside of prison and getting hit with an IPP sentence. So let's get into it. So IPP was introduced about 10 years ago or more, and the last time I heard of it, it was supposed to be, abolished, but they certainly haven't. Now, I spoke to a subscriber last week, and their little brother, unfortunately, was hit with an IPP sentence. Now, for you who don't know, IPP sentences are for people that have committed very serious crimes and they don't get a release date, which is fair enough, which is the way it should be. But now what the government has done and what they have done from when they have implemented it, they have been giving prisoners with minor crimes IPP sentences, and it's basically left them as lost prisoners inside of the system. That's exactly what it is. Now, I always thought that, the prison system was broken, and, there was a lot of things that could have been fixed towards the system, but no. The prison system is designed and created the exact way that the government wants it. And the thing about the prison system is that the governments do not run the prisons. It's private corporations that get paid per prisoner by the government to actually, facilitate these prisoners. So it's an actual money-making scheme on one part, and then on the top of it, it's just like the US. The US, if you do 3 crimes, serious crimes or something like that, then it's 3 strikes and then you basically get a life sentence. Well, over here, they're basically not giving you no 3 strikes. They're basically just giving you the IPP if they feel that it is justified. Now, there's people that's in prison that serve their time for the crime that they have committed, and they're going way over 4 years over their sentences before they actually get a chance of getting out. And it's an absolutely crazy thing that the government's done, and they know what they're doing. There's a bigger picture to what the government's doing with anything. There's always a bigger picture. Now, with this IPP, when I was on the roads and I was living that lifestyle, there was a lot of man that was getting hit with the IPP. So it did, put the fear in a lot of people of actually catching an IPP sentence. And, it is a deterrent in a sense. But with the government not using it in the correct way, it's definitely 100%. Something that needs to be changed. But as I said to you all before, we're the people that put these people in higher power of positions to where they run our country. So it's for us to change those people and put different people in and get people to actually, to do what they're meant to do. Now, it's like, with prisons, I thought when you go to prison, you get rehabilitated. There is no rehabilitation services inside of prisons. Yes, there's educational services, but that's not rehabilitation. When you go to prison, you just basically go there, do your time, get up to whatever you get up to, and then when you go back out, you're in that possible same mindset or in a worse mindset because you went to prison and you've been surrounded by, even more criminals, which has gave you information and so forth. And then basically it's just that cycle which is not being broken. So 100%, this needs to be spoken about, and us as people has to act upon it, because like I said, it's like we've got people talking for the working class people and they've never been working class in a day of their life. We need a working class person to be speaking for the working class people, and we need people from that's understanding and been through the prison system to actually speak for us and for the prisoners. Because when you go to prison, it's about rehabilitating the prisoners, so when they get out, they don't have as a higher risk of reoffending, which is the whole, should be the whole goal. And it certainly isn't. It's just basically, throw them in prison, keep them in there as long as they can, and that is it. It is what it is. But it is a cycle, definitely, and it is definitely a money-making scheme. There's a lot of things that the prisoners are, doing to actually. It's like with the jobs, for example. If you get a job inside of prison, you are getting paid, I think, about £1.50 a day, £2 a day, or maybe on a good job you might get £4 a day. But even at that, for what you're working inside of prison and getting paid for as a job. It's not even minimum wage on the outside. I understand that you're in prison and, you know, it's not for actual working, but then when you look at it inside of prison, the cost of, you know, the canteen stuff, that £4 that they actually pay you per day, yeah, it does contribute for you to survive in there, but it certainly doesn't, you know, it's not sustainable. Do you get what I'm saying? So definitely 100%, the government is corrupt. We all need to change, you know, the government as people ourselves, and we're the ones that empower them 100%. But I hope you all did enjoy this video. I've got plenty of more content coming. Do leave a comment below on what you thought on about the IPP prisoners, and I hope you all